This morning I started out with a meeting with the Workforce Board with reviewing the City College system and the Board of Education, and to have a dialogue with Ron Huberman, Cheryl Hyman, and the board, dealing with issues confronting education and how we all partners in that effort. And then after that, going to city treasurers, a small expo to see thousands of people in small businesses deal with this very, very difficult and challenging economy, which it is, and we know that on a continuing basis. And so this is dealing with summer jobs for youth, and that is most important in this day and age when we still live in the past, that we allow schools to be off for 2.5 months. When you think of an industrialist society today that we are, we still think that summer should be 2.5 months off of school. And that is one of the major problems confronting both higher ed and, of course, elementary and high school, and it confronts families because of the economic conditions that we live in America. And that is becoming a more serious problem. And with 2.5 months off, what do we do with younger people in regards to quality of learning experience and job experience? So this summer, the sister city and the sister agencies, joined by community organizations and faith-based groups such as Erie House, are providing about 250,000 opportunities for young people, including areas of education, sports, and other activities. That included more than 15,000 full or part-time employment opportunities in both public and private sector for young people ages 14 to 24 as part of our Youth Ready Chicago program. The reason why I include 24 is because sometimes federal requirements require that. And so it's really a wide range from 14 to 24. Each opportunity gives young people a chance to gain marketable skills, opportunity for them to understand about the workforce, and very frankly, how important education is, because if they don't achieve a high school diploma, they are lost. If they don't achieve a college diploma, they are continually lost. And unfortunately, we see that every day in America, that more and more young people are lost, and they basically end up in prison systems, unfortunately. And that is not what we think America should be for. We know this is very difficult economic times. I bet I could talk to any young person standing behind me, and they would tell you the problems they have. Maybe their father's been laid off or cut back in time. Their mother's been laid off. It's a single-family household. They're not getting overtime. Things are getting squeezed continually in regards to the economy. And so today I'm pleased to announce that the city will receive $11.1 million in federal economic stimulus money that we had not been counting on, and that's very important. It was not there. Adding to that, we put another $500,000 from the Parking Meter Human Infrastructure Fund. We'll be able to provide an additional 2,300 employment opportunities this summer for low-income young people between the ages of 16 and 24. The young people we place in these jobs will come from waiting lists provided by us by the state of applications who are eligible under the Federal Temporary Assistance for Needy Families program. Throughout July, the 2,300 young people will begin working, and jobs can last up to 10 weeks. So far, about 420 of them have been started work, some of them right here at Erie House. I want to thank again Erie House. They get the job done. I mean, very frankly, once we have a program, they know how to get it done, and that's all part of the. It shows you how good they are. Our Department of Family and Support Services, Rick Estrada is here, is administering the program through a network of agency partners who will screen eligibility and find age-appropriate jobs for the young people. And that's very important. So government doesn't do it. We basically go back to the community, and let's partner with the community. Positions can include retail, clerical opportunities, and many others. These summer jobs are very important. They're more than just making money, opportunity for young people. They're critical to investment in the future of our city. I want to thank the state of Illinois for its role in making this federal money available. I want to thank all the people that worked on behalf of the city, on behalf of non-for-profits that came up with these ideas. Without the support of the federal and state governments, again, you want federal and state and local governments and non-for-profit and business to work together. That is the key on this. You don't want everybody off page. So let's all work together to accomplish what we should accomplish, a better way of life for another generation of young people who deserve a better way of life that we may have achieved. We want to give our children or grandchildren a better way of life. And that's what we have to do in America. We have to think that way, not in a selfish way, but in a better way to help all young people achieve what they want to achieve in life. And to me, we all know that jobs are very challenging with the business community. And business community is concerned about the economy. If you see the lack of growth in there, the lack of putting people on is something that's called uncertainty in the business community dealing with this economy. And all of us, instead of pointing fingers, I think we should all get on the page and say, okay, how can we work this together? Let's forget about the politics of it, and let's remember what we're here for, is to make a better way of life. I'm very proud of the summer employment program. We used $30 million in federal economic stimulus funds to reduce school violence and create a culture of calm in 38 high schools with high concentrations at student at risk being involved with violence. We know that. Deploying Chicago Police Department in trouble schools at dismissal times, even summer school. Using $1 million in proceeds, another from parking meter lease to hundreds of jobs. That's another extra $1 million that we have in there. We cannot be with our children every minute of the day. It's impossible. But we can create activities through the families, through Erie House, in a culture of calm by block clubs, churches, and community organizations, and especially parents and loved ones for their city. No child here should be a victim of violence. Simple as that. It's unacceptable. It is unacceptable. And no gang should be the parent of any child here in the city. That is unacceptable. It should be unacceptable to that family. They should not be the parent of our children. And so I firmly believe that this is an example of Erie House, the city, non-for-profits. It's an example of business all coming together, federal, state, and government on the same page. And we're on the same page. I firmly believe we can get things done. When we get off page and we start talking about politics and personalities, it doesn't work. And I really am convinced that time and time again, when we're on the same page, these things get done. And I just want to thank all those who have been involved in this effort and also putting more money into the program. Thank you.